Welcome to World Music Facts. If you love discovering the true stories behind the world's greatest songs, make sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. Your support inspires us to bring you more fascinating music stories every week. Now, let's explore the beautiful journey behind one of Celine Dion's most emotional songs, A New Day Has Come. The story of A New Day Has Come is much more than the story of a successful pop song. It is a story of hope, family, love, and the beginning of a completely new chapter in the life of one of the greatest singers of all time, Celine Dion. By the early 2000s, Celine Dion had already become one of the biggest voices in the music industry. Songs like The Power of Love, Because You Love Me, It's All Coming Back to Me Now, and Of Course My Heart Will Go On had made her an international superstar. She had sold millions of records around the world and performed on the biggest stages. Yet, despite all that success, Celine decided to step away from music for a very personal reason. In 2000, she took a break from her career to focus on her family. Together with her husband and longtime manager, Renee Angelo, she had dreamed of becoming a mother. After many emotional challenges and fertility treatments, that dream finally came true when their son, Renee Charles, was born in January 2001. For Celine, becoming a mother changed everything. She often described it as the happiest moment of her life. The joy she experienced was unlike anything fame or awards could ever provide. She wanted her first album after this life-changing event to reflect those emotions. She wanted listeners to hear hope, peace, gratitude, and the feeling that life had been completely renewed. That vision became A New Day Has Come. The song was written by Canadian composer Stephan Moccio together with Canadian rock musician Aldo. Instead of writing another dramatic love ballad, they created something gentle, uplifting, and deeply emotional. The lyrics describe waiting through darkness until light finally appears. Although many listeners interpreted the song differently, Celine herself made it clear that the song represented the happiness she felt after becoming a mother. One of the most memorable lines in the song speaks about believing that miracles happen. That message connected with millions of listeners because almost everyone experiences difficult periods in life. Whether someone is waiting for happiness, healing, success, or a fresh start, the song reminds them that every difficult night can eventually lead to a brighter morning. Musically, the production is elegant and calm. Soft piano melodies, beautiful orchestration, and Celine's clear, emotional voice create a peaceful atmosphere instead of relying on loud, dramatic moments. Her performance feels sincere and personal, almost as if she is speaking directly to each listener. Interestingly, two official versions of the song were released. One is a radio mix with a slightly faster tempo, while the other is the album version, which is slower, softer, and even more reflective. Both versions became popular, giving fans different ways to experience the same emotional message. When the single was released on March 11, 2002, audiences immediately welcomed Celine back. Many critics praised not only her incredible vocal performance, but also the honesty behind the song. After 2 years away from the spotlight, she had returned not with a song about heartbreak, but with celebration of life itself. One of the greatest achievements of A New Day Has Come came on the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart in the United States. The song remained at number 1 for an incredible 21 consecutive weeks. At the time, this became one of the longest-running number 1 songs in the chart's history. It demonstrated that listeners of all ages were deeply touched by its comforting message. The song also performed strongly in many countries around the world. It reached high chart positions across Canada, the United Kingdom, and several European nations. Although it did not become another global phenomenon on the scale of My Heart Will Go On, it proved that Celine Dion could still connect with audiences through authenticity rather than spectacle. The album carrying the same title, A New Day Has Come, became another major commercial success. It topped charts in multiple countries and sold millions of copies worldwide. Fans appreciated hearing a more mature and peaceful side of Celine after her personal journey into motherhood. The music video, directed by the well-known Dave Meyers, perfectly matched the spirit of the song. Rather than focusing on flashy visual effects, it presents images filled with light, warmth, and serenity. Celine appears surrounded by peaceful landscapes and bright, natural imagery, symbolizing hope and new beginnings. The visuals reinforce the song's central message that after hardship, brighter days truly can arrive. For many fans, this song became more than just music. It became part of their own personal stories. Some listened to it after recovering from illness. Others played it while celebrating the birth of a child, beginning a new relationship, or starting a completely new chapter in life. Because the lyrics are open to personal interpretation, every listener can find their own meaning within the song. That emotional flexibility is one of the reasons why the song continues to be loved decades after its release. If you're enjoying this inspiring music story, please subscribe to World Music Facts, like this video, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us continue bringing the true stories behind the world's greatest songs. Now, let's continue the remarkable journey of Céline Dion's A New Day Has Come. One of the reasons A New Day Has Come continues to touch listeners even after many years is that its message is timeless. Unlike songs connected to a specific event or trend, this song speaks about hope, renewal, and believing that better days are always possible. Those are emotions that never become outdated. Music experts have often pointed out that the song marked an important turning point in Céline Dion's career. During the 1990s, she was known for delivering powerful, dramatic love ballads filled with soaring high notes. But with A New Day Has Come, listeners heard a calmer, more mature artist. Instead of trying to impress audiences with vocal power alone, she focused on conveying genuine emotion. That artistic choice made the song feel deeply personal and authentic. The recording sessions reflected that same intention. Celine wanted every word to sound natural and heartfelt, rather than rushing through the vocals. She carefully expressed each lyric with warmth and sincerity. Producers later noted that her emotional connection to the song helped create one of the most memorable performances of her career. Another interesting fact is that many people believe the song had a spiritual meaning. Because the lyrics speak about light miracles and a new beginning, some listeners interpreted it as a song about faith or personal healing. Others connected it to overcoming grief or surviving difficult moments in life. Although the inspiration came from the birth of Celine's son, the beauty of the lyrics is that they allow everyone to discover their own meaning. The album A New Day Has Come also introduced audiences to a refreshed musical style. Alongside classic pop ballads, the album explored contemporary adult pop, soft rock, and gentle orchestral arrangements. This balance helped attract both longtime fans and a new generation of listeners. Commercially, the album became another worldwide success. It reached the top of album charts in several countries and sold millions of copies across the globe. The success proved that even after taking a long break from the music industry, Céline Dion remained one of the world's most respected recording artists. Critics also praised the album for showing a different side of her personality. Instead of focusing only on heartbreak or romance, many songs celebrated family, gratitude, hope, and emotional growth. This reflected the changes happening in Celine's own life as she embraced motherhood. Over the years, A New Day Has Come became a regular part of Céline Dion's live performances. Whenever she sang it on stage, audiences often responded with emotional applause because they understood the personal story behind the lyrics. Fans who had followed her career knew how much she and her husband had hoped to build a family, making every performance even more meaningful. The song also became popular at weddings, baby celebrations, inspirational events, and ceremonies honoring new beginnings. Its uplifting message made it suitable for many different occasions. Unlike songs that focus on sadness or heartbreak, this one celebrates optimism and the promise of a brighter future. As digital music platforms grew, the song found new audiences around the world. Younger listeners who were not even born when it was first released discovered it through streaming services, playlists, and social media. Many were surprised by how fresh and comforting it still sounded more than 2 decades later. Looking back today, A New Day Has Come represents much more than another successful single in Céline Dion's remarkable career. It captures one of the happiest periods of her personal life and transforms those emotions into music that millions of people continue to enjoy. Its lasting popularity reminds us that songs created from genuine human experiences often have the greatest emotional impact. The greatest lesson behind this beautiful song is simple yet powerful. Success, fame, and achievement are important, but the moments that truly transform our lives are often deeply personal. For Celine Dion, becoming a mother gave her a new perspective on life, and that joy inspired a song that continues to bring comfort and hope to listeners everywhere. Even today, whenever A New Day Has Come begins to play, many people are reminded that every challenge eventually passes, every storm can end, and every new chapter starts with hope. That universal message is why the song remains one of the most meaningful recordings in Celine Dion's extraordinary career. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. We truly appreciate your time and support. If you enjoyed learning the inspiring story behind Celine Dion's A New Day Has Come, please don't forget to subscribe to World Music Facts, like this video, share it with your friends, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Your support motivates us to bring you more amazing music stories and fascinating facts from around the world. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.